Remember the New Year's Bash in 2019 in January, where these drivers race for big, big money, and they come from all over the country. But ladies and gentlemen, on this hot summer night, we want you to sit back, relax, enjoy the pace vehicles on pit road. They're in the firing line starter box. Green flag is in the air. Ladies and gentlemen, you have a race. The Mid-Atlantic Street Stock Series Independence Bash 400 is green at Dillon Motor Speedway. 75 laps the distance as the sun sets here in Dillon, South Carolina. Nestling 3 and 4 wide off the corner. And on the opening go, it's going to be Bobby Tumbleston. Contact there for a minute with Ricky Locklear in the 50. Wayne Locklear there as well, and so is little Ricky Locklear Jr. in 12. He'll be split by Brian Morris in the 26, or Brian Thomas. They roar full speed around Dillon Motor Speedway off of turn 4. And out in front, it is still Bobby Tumbleston. He'll lead another lap in the early going. 75 laps the distance, this race underway. Off of turn 4, Tumbleston out in front, 4-car links back. Sitting in second is going to be Jason McDowell. Third is going to be the 68 of Frank Kimmel. Followed by Ricky Locklear. Then it's Wayne Locklear, little Ricky Locklear Jr., the Locklear family, all 4 cars right there nestled with each other. Contact by Barnett for 3 wide out of turn 4. He gets into Haney. James Naney, he got into Naney, and a problem on Barnett's car. Greg Barnett with a problem in the 8 car, and they're all going in the wall. Trouble in turns 1 and 2. Barnett's off the pace, and the 23's into the outside wall as well. The 22's off the pace of Glenn Mappis. And there is a problem, and it all started on the 8 car, and the caution's got to come out. Caution flag is out. There's also a problem on James Naney in the 6 car. His car's off the pace as they go into turn 1. Lap number 4. Caution is out for the driver of car number 8. Out of Stantonsburg, North Carolina, a former champion at Southern National Motorsports Park, at East Carolina Motor Speedway. He's also ran on some dirt track races at Fayetteville and County Line. Greg Barnett from Stantonsburg, North Carolina, with a problem on the number 8 machine, and he comes to pit road with his Camaro. Caution out. Problem is a right front tire down on the 8 car. He has shredded the rubber on the right front. Greg Barnett still on the lead lap. They can change that tire. Crew is quickly ready to go to work as they're going to rush quickly and jack up the jack on the driver passenger side. Crew is even pushing up on the car themselves to get that jack up under the car to lift it in the air quickly. They're going to change the right front tire as the tire is down on Greg Barnett's car. We're under caution in the early going. Problems on the back straightaway. Car number 6, James Naney, has stalled his car as well. So Barnett with a problem, right front tire down. Naney's car has stalled on the back straightaway. The other car that was involved in that but never stopped was the 23 car, the Camaro number 23 of Larry Eisenhower. He got into the outside retaining wall. He kept going, no harm, no foul. And the 22 Coors Light colors of the great Bobby Allison of Glenn Mappis. And that car, sitting behind the 18 on the back straightaway of Robert Fieldpack, also got checked up on the binders to miss those problems too. But no harm, no foul. Those 2 cars continue in their respective places. And Barnett, with a brand new side of Hoosier rubber on the right front, he roars back out on the pit road and onto the racetrack. But the 6 car of James Naney is still on pit road, and they are literally pushing that car for assistance. We're under caution in the early going of the Independence Bash 400. 4 laps in, Bobby Tumbleston leads. From Dillon Motor Speedway, this is the 3 and Out Sports Network, the voice of excitement.
Coming soon, the new wave of hydration and energy drink HIQ. This new product is all natural with no caffeine and gives you a major boost of hydration and energy. No twitching effect or crashing like the old energy drinks. You can visit our website at www.liquidhiq.com or Twitter at HighQ2015 to learn more about this amazing energy drink. What is your level?
Live your life and just let go. If you try, then you will know.
Carolina Security Consultants is your residential security consultants leader. Our security assessment is custom tailored for each project. Give Danny a call, 336-312-5326. Make sure to tell them 3 and Out sent you.
Some energy drinks want to scare you.
Back here, Dillon Motor Speedway, getting ready for the restart. Caution lights are extinguished around the speedway. We are working the restart now. First one of the evening as the sun sets here at the west end of the speedway here at Dillon Motor Speedway. 4 laps in of 75. The field ready to come back under the direction of your leader, Bobby Tumbleston, and Jason McDowell on the front row. Here they come to the line. Green flag back in the air. 2 by 2 by 2, 9 rows deep, and then you've got 3 wide from row 10 on back as they go back to the back straightaway in the rears. On the restart to the inside of 3. Here comes Tumbleston. He'll carry that machine of McDowell with him. Now there's 3 wide at a turn 4. Almost 4 second. McDowell slipped. Kimmel was there. Here comes the number 12. Trouble front straightaway. One car smacks into the inside retaining wall to the outside wall, and they all pile in from there. 21's involved. Several cars are wrecked. Greg Barnett's involved. Matt McLaughlin's involved. The 42, Stephen Sharp's involved. A big pile up on the front straightaway, but only 1 car left to boot. Caution out, big trouble on the front stretch, and now there's 1 car left remaining. He's got the left rear tire down, shredded on the 42. Barnett was collected. Matt McLaughlin was collected. The 75 was caught up in it of David Nobles. And you can see the left, oh wow, watch, there's a wall there. The left rear tire down on the 42 car of Stephen Sharp. And, man, that does not look good, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching the way the left rear is, the left rear tire is shredded. They could put a new tire on that side. On the right rear, you got to possibly look and see if he has broke the toe end or suspension on the back end of that car on the right rear, because not only did he concrete pancake it with the tire in the wall, he also looks like that tire is wobbly, so he might have broke something, suspension or toe end rise on the right rear of that car 42. So it's going to be interesting to see if it's no harm, no foul, change tires, put him back out, or is his night done because that car cannot handle racing with a broken right rear like that. So under the caution flag, still working lap number 4 of 75. They were just coming back from a restart. And as I always say, in the words of my favorite restaurant, the Waffle House, they got scattered, smothered, and covered with a metal omelet mayhem of destruction on the front straightaway. Pick who you wanted, a scattered, smothered, and covered, but it happened. And then it blocked the path, and we had a parking lot. Cars able to roll away. Cars able to continue. We'll get these cars back rolling. Back to double file restart. And we'll go for the green flag for the second restart attempt of this event. Chris Flowers, by the way, the 21 car was the first car that went for that violent spin in the Carolina Bank Chevrolet Lumina right there at the rear. As you see, he's at the tail. So is Barnett. So is Matt McLaughlin. And the 4 car, 75 car. And the other car, the 42 that I was mentioning of, Stephen Sharp, his car is still in the infield, and he possibly might be done for the night. Lights are extinguished around the Speedway. We got one to go being given. We'll go back to green flag next time by. Still in the early going of this one. The Mid-Atlantic Street Stocks. The road to Richmond roars on. As the pace vehicle drops on the pit road. Here they come, back for the restart. 4 laps in of 75. The field back to full speed. This time around, green flag goes back in the air. And they roar. Back in the corner number 1, it's going to be Tumbleston. He'll lead it single file, then about 5 rows deep. They're door to door under full speed conditions like you're under caution. Here comes Kimmel. He'll stick his nose to the inside. He'll carry Wayne Locklear with him for third. Up the outside lane comes the 30, McDowell's car. They're 3 wide. In the middle's Brian Thomas. And on the bottom comes the 57 out of nowhere. Chris Minder out of nowhere. He started this race 22nd. He's in 4th. Are you kidding me? 3 wide, 2 rows deep. Problems on McDowell's car. He'll bang fenders. McDowell has contact with Locklear in the 12. And another car with a big problem in turn 1 is the 66. He'll shoot up the racetrack. That's Ron Flynn. While that goes on, they'll exit out of turn 4. Another lap in with Bobby Tumbleston out in front. Frank Kimmel in second spot. In third, Wayne Locklear. Locklear's car to the outside lane. Back straightaway as the sun sets here in Dillon, South Carolina. Off of turn 4. Tumbleston holding on. Kimmel in second. The 57, I just mentioned, Chris Minder, started this race in 22nd. He is now third. Ron Flynn, 66 cars on pit road. 7 laps in of 75. Problems on 4 in the Browning machine. Mark Browning, car 4 off the pace as they go to turn 1. And all the while, back out on the racetrack, Stephen Sharp in that 42 car. He's still racing out there. Whatever toe-in suspension issue he had on the right rear, he got it fixed. They put 2 new tires to boot on the rear of the car, and they're back rolling. But he's off the pace. Bobby Tumbleston out in front. Lap 10 this time by. Moving by lap cars of Matt McLaughlin on the inside. Tumbleston, Frank Kimmel. Wayne Locklear in third. And sitting there patiently to strike is now Chris Minder, the Coiled Cobra, in the top 5. And the 7 car, Jeff Sparks, they're all single file. Working lap 10 of 75. 65 to go. Bobby Tumbleston still out in front. He'll lead the way. A great show here tonight. The field roars back out of turn 4. Cross the line. Lap number 12 of 75. Barnett trying to pick off the pieces of where he had a problem in the early going, cutting down the left rear. He now sits inside the top 20, 15. While that goes on, Bobby Tumbleston will exit off turn 4. Lap cars in front of second and third. Wayne Locklear now stuck behind 2 lap cars. As here comes Minder to the inside. He'll move by the lap car on the bottom of the racetrack as well as they exit off 2. And now following the machine is Chris Minder in the 57. Is also going to be now Wayne Locklear in 56. He'll go to the outside of the racetrack. He'll carry down Jeff Sparks with him in 7 as they come back out of 4. So all the while, they'll come across the line, working lap 15 now, 75, 60 laps to go here for the Mid-Atlantic Street Stock Series in the Independence Bash 400 at Dillon Motor Speedway. Out in front is still going to be Bobby Tumbleston. Tumbleston hits his marks. Frank Kimmel is second. Chris Minder sits in third. And still everybody trying to run down Tumbleston as he leads down the back straightaway. 5 car lengths over second place Kimmel, the ARCA legend, as they dive into turn 3. Frank Kimmel, Will Kimmel, the Kimmel Racing family, big at ARCA. Remember they had that Frank Kimmel Street Stock Series. They created the Polar Bear 150 after Rockingham become defunct. Ron Barfield capitalized on that New Year's event and made it the New Year's Bash. And it'll be back here again in January of 2019. here at Dillon Motor Speedway.